Okay, yesterday what we have seen? We have seen about the functions, how to define a function, correct?
Yes.
When we call that function, then we have seen about the arguments, different type of arguments, then how to pass it on, right?
Yes.
Then we have seen the lambda function and where we can use it also, correct? We can use it with other built-in functions like filter and map, right? We have seen filter and build function also. Is there any doubt in the lambda function?
No.
No. So now in this class we will continue with the other type of built-in functions like map and reduce. Okay.
Okay.
We will continue the scope of variables and recursive functions.
I cannot see your screen.
Okay, you cannot see. 1 second. Now can you see?
Yes.
Okay. So we will continue with the map function, then reduce function we will discuss. Then we will see the scope of variables, local versus global. We will see the various case studies in the scope variables. Then we will continue our topic with the recursive functions. Okay?
Okay.
Map function. Yesterday we have seen filter function, right?
Yes.
Filter, how we will define? What are the arguments to the filter?
Function and iterable.
You see, you can see this on the screen one. It is highlighting also. It is expecting a function and iterable.
And
What does it mean? Till now, till yesterday, what we have seen? Functions we have passed on the what type of arguments? Either we have passed on the integer type or string type, right? So that means we
yes.
passed on the objects only. Okay?
Yes.
Using filter, map, or any reduce function, inbuilt functions, we are passing on the functions also. That means we can pass on the function as an argument to another function. Okay?
Okay.
So, otherwise first I will do the filter, then I will explain you about map side by side. Okay? Next what I have to do? I have to do the function, right? Filter is also, okay, sorry, already I have given filter now. Okay. What are the arguments inside a lambda? Lambda, how the arguments I have to give? How many arguments can a lambda take?
Only one expression?
No. How many arguments can it take? Any number of arguments it can take, okay?
Okay.
Any number of arguments, but it should be in one side, one expression only.
Okay.
What I'm checking here is, I'm checking whether the given list is an even number or odd number.
Okay. It's equal
0. I have to give one iterator, right?
Yes, list.
List or can I give, or I can give this one also.
Okay.
I have given correctly only now. Lambda argument
Yeah, one
expression.
parenthesis close.
One parenthesis. Okay, that is okay. It is okay now. No, I have to give one print function also. I will copy. Instead of filter, I will put map.
Map.
What does map do? What will be the difference between these two, you think?
Filter does filter out the elements which are now the condition is even. Even it will filter out the even
That means
numbers.
the filter output will contain the elements from this list only, correct? It should the
Yes.
map, what it will do, it will take each element from this iterable and then it will put on this function. Like then if it is
Yes.
equal to 0, then it returns true or false.
Okay.
That means it will not filter out the elements from the list. Okay, it will
Okay.
condition. It will map the given values to the condition and check whether it is true or false.
Okay.
That means output of map is different from the list provided. Correct?
Yes.
Here the output is the elements of the list only. Correct?
Yes.
That is the difference between map and filter functions.
Okay.
So now I will run it. Okay, we will see the output whether what happened here.
I think the equal to equal.
Equal to difference. Should not give the space. It has created object, but why the output is not shown? One mistake I have done here. Can you identify? Not mistake. One one keyword I forgot, which we have discussed yesterday. Lambda function always returns only one output, right?
Yes.
So everything you have to give a list, so that it will be in a list form. Correct?
Okay.
That's why the output is not displayed. Parenthesis correct only, number of parentheses 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 4. I hope it should come now. See,
Yes.
first is the filter one. It has filtered out the elements from the given list. Second, it has map has checked the condition, and if it is true, it has written true. Otherwise, it has written false. Okay.
Understood.
You understood the difference between them, right?
Yes.
Let me save this file. Okay. Now we will open one more file. Then we will discuss reduce function. What is the reduce function? You can easily guess actually. It is also taking a list sequence from the each element it will take, and then it will compare it with a function, and it will reduce the output to a single value only. So in both the previous conditions, we have got what is the type of the output we have received. Iterable only we have received. Okay.
Yes.
With the help of the list function. But the
Yes.
here the output itself is a single value, so we don't need the list.
Okay.
Let me see it. before that, to not given item, each item in the given interval, and returns a list of results which is different from the provided interval. Whereas filter inbuilt function filters out the given interval with the help of the given lambda function, and hence the output will be the output of filter will be the elements from within the given interval. Okay, next we will see the reduce. Till now we have seen the inbuilt functions, right? But reduce is not an inbuilt function. Okay, we have to call it from another module. It is a part of tools module, so we have to import it before using it. What does it mean? Why I have to import a module?
If we have to use the function in that module, we have to import it first.
But till now, whatever we have seen, suppose I am using print function here. It is a part of inbuilt module. Print function is a part of inbuilt module. But why I am not importing it specifically? I am not using it.
It's all.
Because it's not always this module by default is available to the users. Okay, built-in module is available to the users by default. Even for the map also is a part of built-in modules. Even whatever the functions we are using, like int, for parsing we are using, list we are using, all these part of inbuilt module. So inbuilt module is a by default available to the users for using inside the program. Okay, so we don't require to call the built-in module specifically, import it. But in case of this reduce, we have to use the import function. One more thing I forgot. Okay, sorry. What is the syntax of this map? Then
function.
It is taking one function
and iterable.
Iterable, right? But it is not single iterable. It can take multiple iterables also.
Okay.
Okay. Let me show that. Can you see the letters, or shall I shift it? Otherwise, I will shift it. Okay. Okay. Suppose I have one list like this. One more list. Next, I have to give the function, right? Lambda. What are the arguments? It can take any number of arguments.
Yes.
In this example, I am passing on two lists. Earlier, I have passed on only one list, but in this example, I am passing on two lists. So, for the two sequences, I have to pass two variables, two arguments. Then it has to finish with the colon. Then I have to give the expression, right?
Yes.
After the expression, I have to give the sequence. What is the sequence
Yes.
for me here? L1, comma L2. I will cover it with the list. Then I will print it. Okay. What it will do here? It will take the first element from the list. Okay. What map will do is it will take the first element from the list. Here the first element is 1, and then first element in the list 2 is 10. So it will take those two elements and it will pass on to the lambda arguments. So x is equal to 1, y equal to 10, it will pass. Correct? Here
Yes.
equal to 1, y equal to 10. Then it will add the result, and lambda will give the only one output. No? So addition result, it will give the output. We are converting it into a list of items by using the list keyword here. Then after finishing that, again map will take the second item from these two. Like that it will continue, and it will give the result to us based on this given expression inside the lambda function. Okay, understood the difference? Earlier we are using only one list, but with filter
Yes.
we cannot use 2-3 lists like that. Okay, filter only we can use one list only. By default, the syntax itself, it says that it is a function comma sequence. Okay, so I am saving this. Map built-in function with multiple iterables. Now I will run. Okay, see, the output is a list which is different from a list provided. These two we have provided, which is different from the output what we got. What it has done is it's simply taken the first element from this to added. It is 11, 22, 33, like that it has given. So that is the use of the map function. Okay. Now we will see the, I think already we have one file here with the name reduce. I have to import function tools module from this before using the reduce function. Now I have to define the, now what we will do, we will calculate the factorial of a given number using reduce function, right? What is a factorial? Suppose I have given 5 factorial. What it will do?
You have to add 5 numbers, that is 1 plus 1.
Factorial means it will be like this. 5 factorial means 5 into 4 into 3 into, it will multiply till 1. Okay?
Okay.
5 factorial means will start at 5 and then slowly it will reduce by one number and it will multiply it with that number. 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, 3 factorial means 3 into 2 into 1. That means output will be 6. So let us calculate the factorial using the reduce function. Here I am getting how many outputs? Always get a one output only. So let me take that into, it is not a list. So I will take that into a variable. I will define a variable. Okay. To call the functool function, I have to use the object reference of functools. What it will do? Import functool means what it will do inside virtual machine. What it will do inside?
It will get all the classes which are inside functools.
It an object of functools. Okay, it will create one object only once. Okay, even if you give the multiple import statements, it will not create. Suppose I am giving again here, it will simply grow only once. Import statements only will be working only once. Okay, even if I give multiple times also, it will create only one object. Okay, that object reference is functools. The object reference is itself, name of the module itself is the object reference. So when we see the class tomorrow, maybe class concept tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we'll start classes and objects. At that time we can easily understood. So it is, the reference variable is functools. It is not the object itself. Okay, object is separately in a memory. It will store the memory location. Okay, where it is, where that functool object is. The reference is, name is itself is the functools. So what I have to do? Function tools dot reduce. I cannot simply use reduce like that. Okay, functools dot reduce I have to use. Understood?
Yes.
Now I have to give the function, right? Lambda. Reduce is also expecting a function and multiple sequences. You see here, sequence, comma, one more sequence, like that. Within the bracket means these are not mandatory. Okay, but the brackets means these are mandatory. Okay, lambda function. Then what I have to do? I am taking here two lists, so I will take two variables as an arguments, two parameters. Okay, what we are doing? We are doing a factorial, right? So I will do like this. Now I have to give the list 3 factorial. No, we are doing so my list starts from 1, 2, 3. Stop value is 4 here. Okay.
Okay.
What it will do here? What is the items from the range? What we'll get? 1, 2, 3, right? First, what
Yes.
it will do? First 2 items it will take. That means first 2 items are 1 and 2. It will take 1, 2. It will pass on these 2 variables. Reduce function will pass on the 2 variables 1 and 2 to this parameters x and y. Then inside that lambda function, what I will get the output as?
3. Sorry, 2.
2. Output I will get 2. First 2 elements output is 2, correct? Then it will take this output output 2, and then remaining element is 3. Already we have taken 1, 2, 3 element, right? What is the element? Next element in the sequence is 3.
3.
So it will pass the first output and the third element from the given sequence, and it will pass it as a parameters to this, arguments to this, and then we will get the output as 2 into
6.
that equal to 6. So any more elements in the list? If there are any more elements in the list, means suppose I have one more element, means it will take the 6, and then next element in the list is 4, right? So it will take each element and it will reduce finally to the one output only. Understood?
Yes.
So if I take, instead of multiplication, if I take plus means first 2 items it will first add, then the result it will add with 3, then the result it will add with 4. Like that it will reduce the elements from the list and give us the output as per our desired logic inside the lambda function. Okay, that is the benefit of the. Now we will get the output is factorial of 3. Who understood the functionality of this reduce function?
Yes.
Okay, now we will save it. Then we will run. See, output is 6. 6 we got. Okay, that is the factorial of number 3. Now to get the factorial of 4 means 5 means
You have to put one number more than.
so factorial of 5 is 120. So like that we can use the reduce function to get the factorial of a given number. It receives how many arguments? 2 arguments, right? Function and iterable. And returns a single output instead of iterable. As per the condition inside the function provided. reduce function will take the in step 1 will take the first two elements, list provided, and will apply the logic as per function, will provide the output. Now it will pass the output of step 1 and the third element from the list, from the given list, given sequence, as arguments function, arguments of function. Output. If there are no more elements in the given sequence, pass the previous result as final output. Assign variable. Okay, that is the use of the reduce function. Now what is the thing we have to do? Recursive function we have not seen yesterday.
No.
Before that, before we move on to the scope, I will discuss the recursive function. It is a function inside another function, right? That means the function calls itself. Correct? Understood, right? Recursive means, so we'll see an example, okay? Then you will easily understand. Suppose now, in the previous example, we have calculated the factorial, right? So like that, we will calculate the factorial using the recursive functions.
Okay.
Define. First, I am defining one function, right? Outer function now. This is the outer function. Okay. I'm passing a number as a parameter now. What I have to do now? And with a column, right?
Yes.
Factorial means I have to return some value, right? What I have to
Yes.
return? I have to return number multiplied by
N. Factorial of n minus 1.
Correct. That means this is a function inside a function, right?
Yes.
This is one function. This is another function, right?
Yes.
Before that, I have to do one more thing. Suppose if we reach 1, we don't want to continue, right? We don't have to continue.
Yes.
So what I have to do is, if I assign, if it n reaches 0,
Return 1.
I have to give one tab. I have to return 1. I have to come out of the both functions, and then I have to print the whatever the final outer function has written. Okay. No. I have to call that function, right? First of all, it will return inside the print function. Okay. I have to call that function. Suppose I have to get the factorial of 3, like in the previous example. What I'm
Okay.
doing here is factorial of 3 means what? I'm calling the function with an argument 3. I'm calling this function. Okay. Can you tell me the logic here? How it will work? Any mistakes are there here?
A colon.
Indentation and everything correct only, no?
Yes.
Return, for this return it should be inside the outer function. Okay. Tell me how it will work here. Can you tell me? When I called factorial 3 from outside the function, what it will do? It will pass as 3 as an argument here, right? Here,
Yes.
then this condition will be checked. It is not 0, right? So
Yes.
it will be skipped, and then it will come to here. What it will do? 5 into, now one more function it has incurred while calculating. So what will be the value of this argument? N minus 1. So it will call this function again with number 4 as an argument.
Factorial of 3 it is.
Okay, suppose factorial of 3 means it is 2. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, 2. Now 2 is not equal to 0, so it will skip this one, and then the out here it has to return something, right? We are calling from here, correct? It has to return what? It will return here. It will return 2 into factorial of 1, like that. It will be
1.
factorial of 1. Now what will do? Again function call is there, correct? Here what is the output
Yes.
of this function call? It will pass on 1 as an argument again here, and then it will check it is 1, right? So output,
Yes.
it will
Multiplied by 1.
output is 1 into factorial of 0. Now it will check for this condition. It will return 1 here instead of going to this step. Okay. So instead of that, when in the function call, I will get a 1 as an output. So finally, this entire multiplication will be returned to the print function here, because this is the initial call. Understood? This return,
Yes.
whatever we're getting, it has to be passed on to this inside the print function, or otherwise I can do like this also. I will take one fact. So entire thing will be passed on this fact variable, and then I will print like this. I will save. See, we got the output as 6, which is the factorial of 3. Correct?
3. Yes.
This is the
One thing.
uh,
Can we not make it n equal to 1?
no, we can make it, no problem. Can make it 1. Then here what will happen is it will continue, because always it will return 1 only, no? So once we reach in the second step, we will reach 1, no? Correct?
Yes.
At what step we are reaching 1? Here. Correct? Here we are reaching factorial of 1, correct?
Yes.
What it will pass now? What will be the output of this? 3 into 2, 2 into n equal to 1 means it will return 1. So in this place we'll get the 1.
1.
Okay, correct. It is also correct only, no problem. We can place it 1 here instead of 0, no problem.
Because one more iteration it has to go.
Is avoiding it. Otherwise you're getting like this. Okay, no problem. We can save it like this, n equal to 1. Suppose I am doing factorial of 5.
Let's run and see whether it will
4,
work.
3, 2, 1. Okay, let us see. 120. Okay, it is working. So we can replace it with 1 also. Okay, that's not an issue.
Okay.
Actually, recursive functions we will use in decorators also. Okay, that we'll see tomorrow maybe. Okay. Now understand na function within a function. How we can use
Yes.
all. Okay. Now what we'll do, we'll move on to the scope of the variables. This is an important topic for class concept also. Okay, local and global. Control new. Suppose x equal to 10. A comma b. Forgot the con. Okay, I am defining one function sum. Okay, I can take like this.
Yes.
Okay, sum of 2 comma 3. Here, what are the global variables? What is the mistake here?
Print.
Please, no? Here, what are the local variables? What are the global variable? You can see
Local variable is C.
Okay.
X is global.
Hmm.
And add
A and B.
A and B are just local.
So how many local variables are there here?
3.
A comma B comma C are the local variables. Global variable, right? So the variables defined inside a function, not defined, declared, are local variables, and we cannot access from outside, right? Global variables are declared outside of any function or any class and can be accessible by any function or class because it is global. We can access. So suppose I try to print here matches like this.
Yes.
That means global variable can be accessed inside function. Can I do like this? No problem, right?
Yes.
So output has come means I could access the global variable from inside a function, okay, and I can use the variables to add inside a function also. This we will save it an example too. Suppose trying to access local variable C outside the function. Okay. See what it has given error. Name C is not defined, correct?
Yes.
So we cannot access the local variables in the global namespace. Okay, this is the global namespace, global space. This is inside the local namespace. So I will save it as an example 3. Suppose what will happen when, as of now, we have local and global variables with different names, right? I have defined them with the different names, right? What will happen if there are both with the same name?
Some will take local first. If local is
Hmm? Suppose I am printing same sum, print a plus b only. Now I am giving, okay, suppose I am calling the function here with the 2 comma 3 as a arguments. Whether it will take 2 comma 3 or it will take 10 comma 21st as a
2, 3.
that means always inside a function local variables are the priority. If global and local variables are with the same name, function always give the priority to the local variables only. Okay, that is the point. And global and local variables with the same name priority to the local variables only. That means it will use only the local variable. Understood this? Suppose I have to, this is example 3, right? We have saved. Suppose I have to access these two numbers also. How I have to do inside the function? because there are both the same name. What I have to do now? I am trying to access the global variables inside a function, but the local variables are also the same name. How I have to access that? Because
You can
I
you
can.
can use I think there is a keyword global.
Global keyword I can use for declaring global variable directly, or if I want to change values of the global variables inside a function, I will use. But here I am asking for, can I use the values already I have declared assigned 10 or 20 instead of 2 and 3. Global variable is separate. We can declare the function using the global concept inside a function. We can declare a global variable inside a function using global keyword. Okay, I can use that also.
Yes.
No, in this case I cannot use that one because I want to access 10, 20 only. Global keyword I can use to declare that it is a global variable. Suppose here C is not there. No? In the next example I will tell global keyword also. Now what I am trying is I am want to access 10 or 20 only already declared values inside a function with the same name.
I understood the question. I don't know how to do it.
Okay. There is globals function is there, not the keyword. Okay, globals function. Any function will write with the parenthesis, right? Then what I have to do? I have to close the square brackets. Globals function, square brackets, close the parenthesis. So here what I am doing, I am using the existing already declared global keyword. We will use for the declaration of the global variable, new global variable inside a function, or I can change the value of already declared variable inside a function using the global keyword. But I am not here. I am not declaring new one, or nor I want to change the existing value. I want to use the already declared value. So here we can differentiate between the local and global variables we use in the global function. Okay, it will tell virtual machine that this is a global variable value we have to take. Understood?
Okay.
See, first print statement has printed local variables. Local variables is 2 and 3, correct?
Yes.
Second one is 10 and 20. It is a global. 10 and 20 is 30. Right? So in that way we can use the global function, inbuilt function, to use the global variables inside a local scope. Okay?
Understood.
To use the global variables, that means already declared. Inside a function globals. These codes are important, we should not forget. Inbuilt function. Now we'll come to your value. You have told no global value, so that you will immediately understand the difference. Declaring the global variable inside a function. I am saying that by adding a global keyword, I am saying that treat this variable C as a global from now onwards. Okay, even though it is defined inside a function, it is not a local variable. It is a global. Okay, understood?
Okay.
Now
Yes.
what I will do, I will assign C equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. The rest 5. Total will be 10. Okay, what I will do, can I do it?
Yes.
Because there is no other local function, local variable with name C, correct? Otherwise we have
Yes.
to add like this. Okay, what print global variable C which is declared inside a function. Since it is a global variable, since the virtual machine treat this as a global variable, if I have not put this global, it will be a local variable. I will get immediately an error here. Understood?
Yes.
Since I have put the global word, the virtual machine will treat this as a global variable only, and we can access it from outside the function also. Example 5 now. See, I can access now.
Yes.
The value, its value is 5. Okay. That means using a global keyword, I can declare the global value. Suppose In the next example, I will explain. Okay. Suppose I have like this. I have one variable I'm declaring as 10. I'm defining one function demo without any arguments, parameters. So it is right here. What I am doing in this step, here both global and it is not a condition like a previous example. We don't have with same names, global and local. Whether it will work?
Yes.
Local variable. What is the meaning of it? We cannot declare a local variable with the same name as global once we started using the global variable inside a function. What is the meaning? That means here this x is a global variable, right?
Yes.
How this expression will be resolved? First it will resolve x plus 10, then it will put the value inside the variable x, correct?
Yes.
Correct only. So here x plus 10 means what value it will take? The Python virtual machine, what value it will take? There is
Global.
local variable with name x? No. So it cannot give the priority because there is no other variable as x. Correct? Here it will take
Yes.
10 only. That means we have already declared that x is a global variable here by using the value of 10. Right? Now we are declaring a local variable in the same name x. Here x equal to x plus 10 means we are declaring one local variable x here and putting the value as global variable plus 10. But global variable and local variable, we cannot be in the same name. When we have to access using the globe. Either we have to use the global function or global keyword. So we have already started using this as a global variable. The virtual machine will give out the error here because the same name we cannot declare once we started using global. Understood the concept here?
Yes.
It will not work. It will give out error. since we started using this x as a global variable. Let us run. It has run. How? Because the function we have not called, no, that's why this function itself has not run. Okay, let us run the function. Sum equal to demo. I've called. Okay, understood? Why it has not given error? It has
Yes.
gone inside. We have not called the function itself. See, in the last line, you see local variable x referenced before assignment. That means we have already referenced the x as a local, as a global object. That means this 10 integer object is there. So we already referenced it with the help of this reference variable x, even before assigning to local variable x. So we cannot use the same reference again for declaring the local variable. This is a global object, right? This is we are using it as a local object reference. So it will give out an error. Suppose I have given like this. Whether it will give out the error?
No.
Check. I have added one line x equal to 1 before that. Why it will not give error?
Because now it is there is a variable in local. It will not take x.
What? By
Global variable.
I am declaring one object. It is a local object, integer object with the reference x. Here I have not started using this local variable anywhere. It will not search for the global. Here in this case, x plus 10, there is no previous local function with the value x. So it has gone to the searching for the x in the global namespace. In the global space, there is one x is there. So the virtual machine started using this x, global x here. Okay, but here I have already declared a variable with the same name, but it is a local object, right? So once I am started using the x plus 10 here, it will first search inside a function if there is any local variable inside a function or not with the same name, because local value is always the priority. We have already discussed it. So it will search x equal to 1 is there. So what it will do, okay, my priority is local only, so I will take the value and put it here, and that object reference will be taken as same only x. So it will be displaying x equal to 11. So we'll run it and see. See, we got the output as 11. Since we have an existing variable, a local variable with name x, we will not get the error. Otherwise, we will get the error like this. We cannot assign a local variable with the same name as that of global variable when it is already started using by the virtual machine. Understand this one?
Yes.
We'll see one more example now. Name. This is a global variable, right? What will be the output at each print stage?
In demo, the print statement will print Kumar.
Even though it is of same name, the local name will be in the getting the priority. The output outside a function is global will get
Global.
priority because it cannot access the local variable. Okay. Okay. Where are my codes saved till now? Yo, where are the files? Okay, we will see the non-local keyword. Non-local. We have seen global keyword, right? What case
Yes.
use the global keyword? When we are trying to declare a global variable inside a local function, or if you want to change the value of a global variable inside a function, we use the global keyword. Correct? We already seen that, right?
Yes.
Suppose I have a function like this. I am defining. This is for recursive functions. Understood? When a local keyword, when a local variable will become non-local to one more function, when it is inside one more function, it will be the non-local to that function, right? When only for a recursive function we can use the non-local keyword. Otherwise we don't. We use a global only. Understood? Why we have to use the non-local keyword? Because it is inside another function. So to treat this as separately, we will use non-local keyword instead of global. Global
Okay.
the entire program. Okay, entire file we can use. You will understand this with example, then you will easily get it. Suppose there is one outer function is there. I called it as an outer only. Okay. Now we are starting defining the recursive function. That means one more function inside inner function. Enter for the column line. So inside inner function, I have used the non-local keyword. I am calling inner function from outer function. Now I have come to main program. Here I will call the outer function. Suppose I have not used the non-local keyword here. I have commented out. Okay. What will happen to the outputs? You tell me. First print. What will happen? I have called the outer function from here. Okay. It has called the outer function. What will be the output of this one?
Outer name.
Name one is the local function to the outer function, right?
Yes.
Here what will be the name one here? Name one is, it is an outer function which is non-local to the inner function, or it is an inner function variable only. You forgot this statement for now.
Okay.
You forgot this one. Now you tell me.
This is local to inner.
Name one is local to inner, right?
Yes.
So output will be Pavan. Now while executing, we have called the inner function, right? Now actually the output will not start here actually. Okay, after printing this, the handle comes out to here, then
Yes.
only it will go to here, then it will print the name one as output as Pawan. Once it has completed, then it will come back to the outer function. Then output here is the, this name one is the local to which function? Outer function, right?
Yes.
Again we have to get the outer name only, correct? Why it has come to outer name again?
This print has no indentation. There should be a tab.
Okay. Okay. Now we started using non-local keyword, like we have used global keyword earlier, right? What will happen? Earlier, what output we have given? Outer name, Pawan outer name, right? Now what is the output we will get? At this stage, what is the output we will get?
Outer name.
Name only, correct? Now we came here. What is the output? Here. It is Pawan.
Outer name.
Here output. Once it has come to inner stage, it has called the inner here, right? Now
Yes.
it has gone to inner function. It iterates over inner function. Now name one we have declared it as non-local. That means inner function local variable is not an inner function local variable. It is non-local to the inner function. That means it is a variable of which function? Outer function, right? Priority will go to the outer function because this name one exists in outer function. As we have declared that it is non-local to inner, this name one is a, where it searches for name one it searches inside outer function whether it exists or not. If it is not exists, then here suppose it does not exist here, what it will do, it will search the global namespace. In the global namespace we have Kumar is there, so the priority will be from inner to local, inner to outer, then outer to global namespace, correct? But in this case name one it has got inside outer function, so it treats as a variable of outer function. Instead, it will not go to the global namespace. Even though there is one variable as name one, it will not go to the global namespace to fetch this variable value Kumar. Okay. So on treating this as a non-local keyword, this name one will be the variable of the outer function. So whatever the value we are updating here will be updated to the outer name one only. Okay. Understood? So here output will get Pawan. So inner function got over here. Then output here we will get as again Pawan only because we have revised that name inside the inner function using the non-local keyword. Understood?
Okay.
No, you understood or not?
Can you run this?
Any indentation problem is there? Okay. Spacing is the problem. Okay, see the previous output. Now the output is
Okay.
pavan. You understood the difference? Why, if instead of this name, non-local name, or if you use the indentation comment out, then what we will get is it will treat this as a local variable to the inner function, right? There is no other function, because first it will set for the inner function only. No one is using the name one inside the inner function before. So it will treat this name one as a local variable to inner function, and output will be pavan only. Once the inner function iteration is over, the cursor will point out this to the statement, and this name one is what? This is local to outer function, right? Because this name one it cannot access because it is inside the inner function. So the virtual machine, what it will treat, it will first check whether name one variable is there inside the outer function or not. Suppose there is no name one here. Okay, name 2 is here. So what it will get? Can we access the global variable from a function within a function? We can access global variables can be accessed from anywhere. Only local variables only are local to the function. So it will come to the outer function namespace and it immediately find out the name one. Is there any name one variable inside the outer function? Can you check and tell me? There is no name one. We have just now modified to name 2. So it will go from the outer function to the global namespace and will find out the name one variable, global variable is there. Okay, immediately it will fetch that variable value and prints out the Kumari. Okay, understood?
Yes.
See, in the first stage, why it has printed Kumar here? Because name one variable there is no other name one variable inside the outer function. It is name 2 variable, right? So it has fetched the value from global namespace. So it has printed out Kumar. Next, name one variable inside inner. Inside inner, when it is trying to check, there is a name one already. You forgot this non-local keyword now. Okay, I have so inside name one there is one name as pavan value. So it will print out the only pavan only. It will not go to the outer area, global area, because it has found the variable here itself. Priority is always local function. Now after iterating over the inner function, when it again come back to the outer namespace, it will try to find out this name one, but it does not find out. It was not found out because it is name 2 variable only we have declared. So name one variable it will now go on search in the global namespace. So Kumar value is there, so it prints out the Kumar. Okay. Suppose I would remove the non-local comment. That means I am asking JVM. I am asking Python virtual machine JVM to treat it as a non-local variable. That means not local or global. It is neither global nor local. Okay, so name one is a non-local to inner. So when I am declared name one with pavan, where is the name one? It will try to find out. Name one is in outer function, right?
Yes.
After inner function, name one is in the outer function only. It will not go to up to here. So name one will be this pavan will be the value inside here. It will update the outer name. It will replace the. Otherwise, I will do one thing. Outer name revised. So this outer name will be revised here because it is we are using the non-local variable here. So afterwards it will print what? Outer name revised. Next, in this print statement, it will search for name 1. Correct? What will be the output here? Tell me. Up to this point, name1 variable has this value, outer name revised. At this point, what will be the output?
Outer name revised.
Because we have revised this name1 value at this stage. So output will be the output revised. Output name, outer name revised. We'll run it and see. Okay. So now you understood the concept of global variable, local variable, right?
Yes.
We have seen the global keywords, how to use non-local keyword, when to use. Next, global function also. When we have to use the global function, when we have to use the global keyword, right? Global keyword we have to use when we want to declare a new variable, or we want to assign the value, reassign the value. Here we have reassigned the value name1, right? Outer name,
Yes.
outer name device. But global keyword, global function when we have to use, when we have to use the existing values already. We don't want to declare or we don't want to revise it. We want to use the existing values, existing global values only. In that case, we can use the globals method, globals function, right? So tomorrow we will see the decorative functions. Then time permits, we will start the class concepts. Okay.
Okay.
Huh? Okay, then I will send you this file and then codes by email.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.